record some post commentary for my for a speed run that I did of On the Ball. It's in 1 hour 147. Okay, that's not how it's supposed to be. Maybe if I fit to the screen it'll work. Okay, yeah. So I hope this video works properly. But yeah, I didn't try to record this like as I was streaming at live, because the game doesn't run as smoothly when I'm actually doing that, so that didn't really work. So okay, I didn't record this with sound, but it should be okay. Yeah, there's no sound. So yeah, this is basically a game where you roll a ball around to the goal. And I do special moves first, because there's a blip that's pretty hard to do and causes me to reset pretty often. So yeah, this is just pretty basic. Basically, I don't always want to be using the fast button, because it requires like really good, it would require pretty good memorization for me to actually use it perfectly. Sometime when this game gets really optimized, I'll probably try to do it like that, but for now, it's pretty unfeasible to do that. What's the volume level of that? This should probably turn down a little bit. Okay, it should be fine now. And basically, you're about to see a trick. Sometimes there's two run buttons in this game: the down button and the B button, I think. And basically, if you hold down one run button and then just continually press the other button, it causes you to jump. And sometimes it's faster to just hold the run button and jump through tight corridors rather than just like going fast through it normally. And I don't think there's really any. And basically the stop and go things, they're basically like every 2 seconds or so it switches from stop to go. And if it says stop, you obviously have to wait on to go back to toggle to go before you can pass through it. So basically, whenever I refer to like missing a cycle, that basically means that it hit stop before I made it through the stop thing. Yeah, here's another instance of using the two run buttons to my advantage. It can let you get through this corridor a little faster, I think it saves about 2 seconds over doing it the other way optimally. Or it could save like probably up to 4 actually, or something. Yeah, and getting stuck on stuff seems to cause me to lose a lot of time, so that wasn't really good. That could cause you to lose significant time. Yeah, and taking a while to pass through blocks. You have to be sure to hit the blocks dead on, otherwise you have to move a little bit after hitting the block, and that causes you to lose a lot of time too. So that's basically what getting really. Oh yeah, I paused there just because. Like if you the run button and the jump button are on the same button, so I have to pause so that I can start going fast without actually jumping. And yeah, that's a clip. No, it's pretty hard to do. Like, you can clip through things like that, and it prevents you from having to go the entire way. And it saved like 20 seconds or something over doing the course normally. But it's a pretty hard clip to get, and that's why I do special course first, that level. Because the clip seem to actually be pretty inconsistent. There are more clips like that in this game that seem to be even more inconsistent. And that's the example of how a speedrun should go. A speedrun of a course should go. Because I didn't really see me bonking too much, to getting stuck on obstacles too much. basic course. Oh yeah, and I also didn't mention those yellow and red timers. The yellow ones take off 2 seconds from the timer on the top right, and the red ones take off 5. But the timer usually I don't really concern myself with, because when you're speedrunning the game, they usually give you well over enough time to get through all the courses. So the time limit is never an issue. And if it gets to 0 seconds, you lose a credit, unless you do the number match correctly. The number match is basically, you have a 1 in 10, you have to match another number, and you have like a 1 in 10 chance of making it. You can probably time it, but it'd probably be hard to do. So yeah, those things just basically make you go in the direction that the arrow's ends. But you can break through it by just using momentum well. And there's a ranking screen after this screen, but instead of doing that, I reset because it's faster. It basically says like 12 seconds over waiting on the menu and everything. Basically 12 seconds per course, so it's important to do it. One thing I wish I could find is how to skip like those training things, if there's even a way to do that. What time did I get on this? Like, I'm not even able to see my overall time anymore. Like, I like seeing my overall time for the various courses, but I can't do that now because I'm skipping the ranking thing. Like the way I did the game classifies the courses beaten. I know that because it's not lighted in, like it's darkened out, so it's completed. So yeah, there's really nothing to explain here because I already did like a tougher course beforehand. So this is just training. This is normally not the first course you do. Any of those bricks, you have to have a certain amount of momentum to break them. Like, and I think if you like tilt the maze around, it gives your ball more momentum or something, so you don't have to be going as fast to actually do it to break them. And you can use L in left or R in right at the same time to tilt the maze back more quickly. And that's a trick that's used very frequently in Shrine. Wait, I wasn't even checking the overall time was. This. Hard to prove this is actually a 101.47 because I'm doing things where I check to make sure the recording's working. So that'll probably blacken the screen for a little while. It's not really a huge deal though. Suppose the worst case I could just add a couple of seconds to this time. I mean, I'm probably going to be beating this anyway in a little while. I could have also had my splits on the screen just to prove it. like taking a long time to get inside there, and like getting stuck on the wall. That kind of cost me some time overall. Yeah, at least the shortcut went reasonably well. That shortcut went right through the blocks. Right here, it has some places, like, it seems to have some trick places, so you have to memorize which ones to go into. I actually got trapped there. That doesn't happen that often. You really don't get trapped there, but this course just didn't really go well at all in this playthrough. Yeah, and there's another example of resetting to save time. It's not as much to talk about. Yeah, stuff like that is extremely bad. And it's also important to avoid breaking those, to try to avoid breaking the bricks if you can help it, because breaking a brick takes a little bit of time, as you can see. Like, unless it costs too much time, you shouldn't really be breaking bricks if you can help it. Oh yeah, pause there. Just to speed up. Wow, this didn't go well at all. I missed that cycle. Yeah. I think that course can be completed like 5 seconds faster or something. Yeah, those are other gravitational fields. They just make you go in a certain direction, either up, just in a certain direction. And and it seems to be random whether or not they cause you to rate the second block there or not. I think it will rate the second block if you're not holding the running button, which seems counterintuitive. I would think that holding the running button would make it more likely for you to be able to break it, but I don't think that's actually the way it works. So it's probably actually better not to hold down the running button there. On blocks a lot. This was a pretty bad time. Like a typical time, good time for this would be like 24.8 or something, and that was like well above. Yeah, a lot of these horses have different paths too. Basically, it requires some playing to actually figure out the shortest one. Yeah, for this one, you're supposed to just, like, go through here. This was really slow, this part. Yeah, this was just a pretty slow course in general. Yeah, see, I try to hit the first one, but I end up hitting the second one, so then I have to waste time going back to the second brick, so that wastes some time. And here I've memorized all the passwords, so I don't need to actually go to the password screen. Like after you press that button, the course is flagged as being beaten, so you can just go on to the next one. So yeah, in these levels, the rotation angle is limited, so which makes it a little harder. You can only move in like about a little bit to the left and right, so you have to use the jumping more in these levels. And one recent thing I learned is that if you're holding like a run button and you jump it's a lot easier to jump around quickly. I used to think the way that to trigger it was just press both of them at the same time, but holding one button and then using the other is way more consistent, so I'm glad I figured that out. Wow, this was really slow. Yeah. This was a pretty bad training. The best part about this run really was just entering the passwords. That was pretty fast. And that's another part of the run that's a little important, is actually entering the passwords correctly. Almost like another level, if you will. Because the way the password entry screen works is that it moves, like you have to move it left and right. It goes faster depending on, you can change the speed that it's moving, so you have to time it so you enter the correct letter, and there are 5 letters to enter. That's another thing you have to optimize in the run. And there's a clip you can do there. You can clip right to the goal from there by getting enough momentum by jumping and pressing the running button, by holding down the run button and pressing and jumping a lot. But it seems to be really consistent. It can actually cause you to not be able to beat it by getting stuck in something else. So I don't really go for it yet. When I start trying to get like crazy good times, I'll probably go for it. Or I don't know. It's inconsistent. Oh, right, this was awful, wasn't it? Yeah, I think I remember this had like a lot of mistakes. Yeah, like bouncing like the opposite way a lot. Yeah, this can be made a lot faster in my next run. See all those mistakes I'm making? Oh yeah, and one thing I can do with when the gravity is reversed is I can, like, while holding the run button, I can jump like against the wall, and that makes me build up like a lot of speed. It saves a lot of time throughout the run. I don't know how much time it saves overall, but it's definitely helpful. On most courses anyway. Some courses you have to navigate so precisely that it doesn't really save time. Hopefully that's not picking up on the mic. Actually, is there anything worth really explaining here? I think there's that much to explain in this area. So yeah, basically there you can stay to the left and avoid the minus blocks. And then after you get to the row of 4 bricks, you move to the goal, because the goal is right after that. You have to be careful at that part. Because there's a gravity field and it can lose you a lot of time if you're not careful. But it's good just to watch this run and look for unoptimization. Things that are not optimized. I wonder if all the pausing I'm doing to speed myself up with that jumping is actually worth it. Because pausing does lose like a bit of in-game time. I don't know exactly. It's hard to time precisely how much when it happens so suddenly, but probably like maybe 0.1 or 0.2 seconds per pause or something. Depends on how quickly I do it. they can sometimes bump you up to another level, to like another section of the level to save some time, but most of the time they're just nuisance. This is just an example of jumping around on walls to save time. This one's not a good level though. I could usually get it like a cycle faster. Seemed like my playing was that good. Alright, this was extremely slow because I got caught on a lot of stuff. Well, I don't get why the block didn't break. It's like it's hard to believe even looking at it. Like sometimes it seems like the block should break because you have enough momentum, but it doesn't. The good thing about the reverse gravity stages is you don't really have to worry about breaking the blocks. Or it's a lot easier to do that. You have to worry about breaking them, but you can just jump to break them instead of having to actually worry about having enough momentum. It's frustrating when that happens. Oh yeah, right, this was extremely sloppy. I didn't break the correct block, so I actually had to break another one and modify how I finished that. So that was really slow. Like, I want to finish that like 7 seconds faster. Yeah, lots of this run can be improved. I think this time was about 3 minutes and 20 for this. For this entire course, I got like, by calculating the times, it was about 3 minutes and 20, and I aimed to, like, my best is like 2 minutes 56 for that course, so lots of improvement can be done. Right, there was a clip I could do there earlier. Like, when you saw the goal, there was actually a clip I could do by just jumping like into the circles before the goal. I could have clipped to the goal, but it seems to be kind of, it's not too hard to do, but it only saves 10 seconds, and I could lose a lot of time trying to get it. It's like basically the only difference. The reason I do that the Sauce Panic clip and not that clip is because this clip is later in the run. It's like I don't want to reset as much if I take a long time to get it. And it only saves half as much time. It doesn't actually seem to be too hard to get. Hopefully I can learn like there's probably like, if I look at the angles like really specifically, I could probably figure out how to get all these clips I'm talking about consistently. But for now, I just don't understand like what I do differently when I actually get it. Like, I felt like I could just watch my run though and see how I did the Sauce on Panic clip, and then just do the exact same thing the whole time. Wait, I should have like been recording my button inputs for this, I guess, because since I'm using SNES X9, I can actually record button inputs. What's the button to do that? Yeah, I'll do that. Why not? Yeah, this looks a lot more amateur now, but that's not a big deal. It's more important to actually show exactly the movement I'm doing to do what I do. Shame I only remember to do this halfway into the run. Man, I hold the B button a lot. I really like preparing for these courses. Yeah, I got caught on that. That's bad. Here's an instance where you can kind of roll through the maze by jumping against the walls a lot. You can get through this course faster. I'm pretty sure it does save time. Like, usually sub 30 on this course requires pretty good playing, but now I consider 29.2 bad. That was not that good. I just think getting less than 25 seconds is possible on that. Yeah, I guess you can kind of tell what I'm gonna do for the next course depending. I even do stuff beforehand. I'm noticing, like, I start typing B before I even actually start the course. I guess I'm just getting my hands ready for what I'm doing. if I ever have a course where I'm gonna bounce against the walls, I usually hold the down button to do it instead of the B button because that seems to be more comfortable on that, like on that to inputs. I could do it the other way around, but it's just kind of a little harder, I think. Right, this was horrible, wasn't it? Remember, I got stuck. Yeah. Yeah, that can happen. That is definitely something I should improve my next run. This is definitely improvable. Oh yeah, I hate this course. This level in particular actually went pretty well, but I think this is my least favorite track of least favorite course, the least favorite level of the course. Yeah, it actually went well. Like, because it's like you have to bounce to break the, like that row of bricks. It's hard to explain, like the 5-3-1 of bricks. That might not even, it might not even be that number, but you saw where I had to bounce up to break the bricks. That's pretty annoying. And then there's a stop and go thing that has bricks to both sides, and it's really annoying if you get stuck on the bricks. So it's just overall not fun. And those things where you have to reverse direction and then break the brick by jumping really quickly. You have to actually have pretty good timing to do that, it seems like. Actually, what I should probably do is just, like, not turn it the whole way around to break the brick, but only turn it halfway around. Because that way I'll like, have better timing, and I'll still probably break it by doing that. I don't know if this is really making sense to anyone actually watching, but it's just some thoughts I'm making to, like, get a better run. Like, this was bad, wasn't it? Yeah, pretty bad. For anyone wondering, I'm not doing post-commentary on my final run or anything. I'm just doing post-commentary on a run I did, kind of spur of the moment yesterday. And there were some resets beforehand because of not getting the Saw Panic skip. Yeah, I should probably do that. Well, it would be a lot more helpful if I actually like I might actually break another brick if I only turn the maze like a little over halfway around, like at an angle. Like I might actually break a brick I don't need to. So I should probably only do it if I'm like on the leftmost or rightmost side of the row of bricks. All right, this course was bad. It's like there's a skip here that saves some time, but if you don't get it, you lose time trying to get it. Plus, you lose the time from having to take the slow way. So yeah, this was just a bad course all around, or a bad level. And yeah, the course was pretty bad too. I think it was 2 minutes 57, which is longer than I want to take. I don't know. 2 minutes 45 would be like a par time, I guess. Like a pretty good time. Like it's what I guess I would aim for. And this didn't really go so well either. This is an annoying level. Like those bumpers always get in the way. You have to like avoid them precisely. Yeah, for some of this level though, you can just like bounce through it quickly. So because of that, the end time isn't horrible. Like that's not much worse than what I want. pressing all the buttons. See you there for that row of 4 bricks. That's a way faster. It's way faster to break through them than taking the long way. So pretty much in the speed run, you'll never see that part of the course unless you mess up and actually go to that path. Even then, you can probably just use gravity to get back to the row of 4, to the block of 4 bricks. I'm taking here, I'm pretty sure it's the shortest path. Like, I used to, like, go, like, down from here, but that's actually a lot slower. Anyone has any questions, you can just like either ask in the chat or just ask in the YouTube comments, because I don't think there's that much more to explain. I'll be glancing at this occasionally just to see if there's anything I really need to explain. That'll be something later, probably. Even though I'm using an emulator to record this game now, in a couple of days, very soon I'm going to start doing the runs using console, because I'm getting the game pretty soon. And then I'm afraid I'm going to have to record using a webcam. So yeah, I don't know. I'll get a capture card, like hopefully after this semester, I'll probably get like a capture card. So then I'll actually record the game in good quality. I have a TV. I know it has a DVD drive, but I don't think you can actually record from DVD, so yeah. If it could, that'd be awesome, so I can actually record a good quality run of this game. See, I skipped the password screens also, just because you don't need to see them, and I know all the passwords of this game. that's by far the fastest path to take through the course. It involves kind of manipulating the gravity levels a little. If you accidentally bounce on a wall, it's a lot hard. I think it's a lot harder to actually go through that path, but it's by far, it's like probably 10 seconds faster than the other paths, and it's not that hard to get it. Yeah, this was a little slow. I'm thinking that none of these courses were really perfect. I don't think I got any personal records on this. Really, the only thing you can do to save time is just break the blocks exactly, like hit the blocks dead on, because that's the quickest way to do this course, because you don't waste any time going down after you hit the block. You don't waste time actually going to the block that you broke. is another course where you can bounce against the walls to gain a lot of speed and finish this course quickly. And you can technically clip through that very small wall there, the smallest part of the wall, to skip some of the level, but it seems pretty inconsistent. And it would save about 10 seconds. So I don't really go for it ever in a serious run. I did on my one run, but it didn't end up working and I lost a lot of time. Huh, maybe there are other places you can do that at. Some testing I need to do after this. kind of made me realize how good the bouncing on wall streak is. In this level, it can save something like, I don't know, 15 seconds or something in this level alone. And there's 100 levels, so a 15-second save in one level is pretty significant. It's like, this course usually takes about 1 minute and 12, 10 or 1:15 if you do it well. And with this trick, and with this method, you see that I'm messing up quite a bit. Yeah, I'm missing some cycles. Yeah, you see that I'm messing up a lot. Yeah, lots of mess-ups. You see? And normally it takes 1 minute or 1 minute 15 with good flying. But yeah, I'm messing up a lot here. Yeah, lots of mess-ups. And it still barely took over a minute. I didn't even need to, like, I shouldn't have even done any inputs there, because technically doing an input after the run is, like, it's not necessary. Wait, you need to, like, does it always do this? Wait. Okay, yeah, that should go to the next part. So yeah, and FYI, my time for this one was, my overall time for this was, oh, I can't even find it. Okay, here it is. Wait, do you need to, yeah, it was 4 minutes 46.8. Which, I don't know, that didn't even really go too well, and I used to think sub 5 would be amazing, like, not too long ago, so there's been lots of optimization in this game recently. So yeah, anyway, that's the run.